All right, music fans, welcome back. It is Dave, the Real Music Observer, observing real music in real time for real people just like you right there, just like me right here. Question that has been asked by a few folks over on various social media platforms. Is Don Felder about to record a live album? That would be pretty interesting, and maybe we ought to just throw this video over to Felder, because guess what? He's got a killer band right now. Tris Imboden was just added, the drummer, the former drummer from Chicago, who also plays drums for Kenny Loggins, and the great Jeff Coffey, bass playing and former lead vocalist for Chicago as well, doing all of the high harmony parts and singing Take It to the Limit with plenty of class, which I like to hear. I don't know why I'm so against the Vince Gill version and Vince Gill in general. I just think Vince Gill is kind of like this, I don't know, he just doesn't do it for me. I mean, you may think Vince Gill is like your cup of tea, and that's great. I don't have a problem with him as a musician. I'm just not, I'm not a fan. And again, this is subjective, all right? So I'm not saying he's just a bad person or a bad musician. I like the way Jeff Coffey sings Take It to the Limit. So this would be a great idea for Felder to go out there and record some shows with these ace musicians, and then, let the fans decide. Also, we may finally get to hear Don Felder sing Victim of Love and have it saved on some form where we can actually go back and listen to it. We're still waiting for that original studio recording to surface, but rumor has it that that recording got erased on purpose, probably by Azov. We just don't know who erased it, but somebody hit the erase button because, according to Felder, he had too much wine and couldn't get the take right. And then, of course, the famous story has Don Henley coming in to sing it. Don Henley does a great job with the song. I'm not arguing with Henley's version of it. It just would have been cool to have Felder's as part of the Hotel California redo. I mentioned that to somebody, and they just sort of scoffed at the idea, saying that, nope, all of these live cuts are just as good as having an extra studio cut. And I'm like, really? Typically on these albums, there are songs that don't make the cut that we get to finally hear. I think Rumors had a bunch of them, that if you get the deluxe Rumors, you get a few other songs that weren't quite up to snuff. But in any case, it's just a good idea for Felder to get out there and possibly record some of these shows and then put out a live album next year. That would be cool with Jeff Coffey and Tris Imboden. All right, that's my quick little video. Send this one over to Team Felder and say, hey, we want a live album, and we want it now. All right, I'm just kidding. Soon. How about next year? Talk to you later, everybody.